Welcome back to some more Project Zomboid Build 42 Adventures with Chuck Miller. We are prepared to head on the road. One last final epic, big, testing, challenging loot run all the way southwest, I guess, to Irvington. We got 3 targets highlighted, 3 targets on the list. There is the Irvington gun store, which seems to be to the north. There is an interesting area that I've spotted on the map as well, if I can find it. And also on the west side of Irvington, there is a whole sort of complex, really. So this is it. This is the last big loot run before Chuck retires to a life of farming. Let's do this. Actually, there is one more thing well, 2 more things that we need to do before we hit the road. One, let's check the hutch. Let's have a look. How many? Wow, look at this. What's that? That's 10 eggs. 10 eggs. We've had the chicken coop going, I don't know, about nothing more than 2 or 3 days. I'm going to leave those there. It's tempting to grab them, but I'm actually going to leave those there because we've been 2 days back at base, and we've cooked up 4 or 5 meals. So we've got loads of food to keep us going, hopefully. It's difficult to say how long we're going to be on the road for, how long it's going to take before we come back, if we come back at all. But there is one more thing. I want to make some sort of basic makeshift, that's the word, for weapons. So of course, coming back from Ekron, the community college, we walked out of there with a lot of books, but also a lot of skill magazines. So it's been long awaited. I know you can't wait to see Chuck swing a can reinforced short weapon. Let's craft. How many can we craft? We can craft 2. Let's craft 2. We've already got a couple of animal bones. Yep, we're going to take on a whole town with a couple of animal bones and a couple of makeshift handles with a can on it. It's going to be interesting. Okay, we've barely made it halfway to our first stop, and we've got a massive distraction. What have we got there? I already read that. Look at this loot here. We're going to mark this on the map. We're not going to take this now, but what I'm actually most excited about is that thing. I think I might actually just take that now. Don't even know what a burlap piece is. This is a farm. Well, this is a barn, kind of basically in the middle of nowhere, and no animals here. Don't know if they're out in the field, but there is. We're definitely going to mark this on the map, and maybe because it's going to be naturally on our way back home, assuming, as I said before, that we do make it home. Okay, well, I almost missed it, but this is our turn. Now, just up ahead is a large farmhouse with barns and sheds, but there's also some sort of temporary tent there with sort of medical stuff. So it was just really intriguing, and it could be really low-hanging fruit. We've been on the road for, I don't know, 5 hours. It's always difficult to tell exactly how far things are away by looking at them on the map. I'm going to go in on foot here, just in case. I don't want to get overwhelmed. Yeah, there's going to be quite a few zombies here by the look of it. I don't know, maybe it's time for some animal bone action. Let's give it a try. Okay, well, they are coming. I don't know how long this animal bone is going to last for. We've actually got 2. We kind of had some pretty good success with an animal bone before. So I'm feeling confident right now. There we go, we're putting them down. Bodies are piling up already. It's maybe a little bit of a risk, because I think it's probably saved Chuck's life. Come on. Oh, really? They're right there. Probably saved Chuck's life a couple of times, but we've gone without the catcher's vest. I mean, the amount of bite and scratch defense is amazing, but it does really slow us down. And the speed of the swing is a lot quicker. So we're sacrificing a little bit of protection. Well, quite a lot of protection potentially for a much more active, much more. Oh, wow. Okay, well, that is disappointing. animal bone did not last very long at all. That is a real surprise. Well, we've still got a steady flow of zombies. Well, that was a satisfying one shot. It's probably coming from the nearby fields. I think we've still got a lot more work to do than we perhaps initially thought. Okay, well, yeah, we got a double garage. We got an ambulance. You can see we got a food stall. And there's a lot more locations up ahead. But for now, before we take on any more large groups, we're just going to have a little bit of a break in the cab. Maybe have an early dinner. Yeah, well, I don't know why all of those zombies are congregating there. It looks like there's going to be a lot more zombies here than we were perhaps expecting. As long as we take things slowly and we just take the groups on one at a time, we should be fine. But can we clear this area out before it gets too dark? Maybe. We will see. Okay, well, we're getting there. Chuck means business. The poor guy's absolutely covered in blood from head to toe again. I hope there's some sort of lake nearby that maybe we could have a bit of a bath in. There's some foot of vengeance. Oh, shootsy misses. That was just embarrassing. Okay, we're kind of making hard work of this, or at least we were. Most of the zombies seem to be taking 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. But we're getting there. You can see the bodies are piling up. But these days, with his experience, Chuck can really do some damage in a really short time span. Okay, but again, Chuck is out of breath. Because he's got the 4 or 5 levels in short blunt now, he's still effective enough. And they really do keep coming. I think there must have been a lot of zombies in that other garage. Oh, actually, this is escalating. Yeah, there's actually quite a lot of zombies coming. I think I'm gonna have to pull back. This is not actually gonna be a very easy turn here. Oh, you see, there's a lot of zombies coming. I don't know why they're all coming at the same time. Oof, that was some good driving. We need to fall back to the main road, which looked pretty clear, and get a proper break. Man, this is proving to be a much tougher nut to crack than I was expecting. Oh my god, so much for the good driving. We're just going to wait out here on the main road. We should be far enough away from that group of zombies that they won't follow us all the way here, or even if some do, it should be just 2 or 3, and by the time they do, Chuck will be fully recovered. But while we're waiting, let's just take a moment to just check the map, orientate ourselves where we are. This is where we are, and that is the area. You can see there's a lot of buildings to check out to loot. And where we've come from, zoom out a bit, there's our hood, there's our safe zone mostly, until the respawn kicks in again. There's Echo Creek, and we've come down this road to the west here. Very simple drive. There is that was a train station, and that was kind of overrun. We're not that far north from it, and we almost missed a turn, but just here, that is where we're looking to clear out zombies and hopefully find a lot of loot. And somewhere down south, yeah, it's actually a lot farther than I was expecting. That is next on the list. Yeah, the gun club. And then even further down south, oh my god, somewhere in this area here, who knows where, somewhere, is Irvington. On the west side of Irvington, as I've said, is I don't know, well, let me see if I can remember, a pharmacy, a Gigamart, and a strip mall, of 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7 shopping areas. And because it's right on the west side of town, we got a nice big area, and I'm going to be looking to lure the zombies out with a whistle or harmonic. I'm not looking to kill every single zombie, because that can take days if not weeks, but I get ahead of myself. Let's have a break before we go back in and finish clearing the area. Okay, well, for now, I'm not sure if it's the best use of time, but I'm going to go back in entirely on foot. This is a really narrow road. And where did all the zombies go? This is a really narrow road, and we could have quite easily gotten stuck before. And I think driving in again, now that the zombies are in a big group, the noise of the engine could attract every single zombie, and we don't want that. See if we can finish the job. Oh wow, look at that. We just leveled up our maintenance. I think it's level 4 of 5, and as a result of that, we've just learned a whole new tranche, a whole new long list of recipes. Oh, Chuck really is a force to be reckoned with. I mean, look at the bodies. It's been, what, 4 or 5 hours? And he's just absolutely destroyed the local zombie population. I mean, he must have taken out 30 zombies at least, maybe even more. What have we got ahead? We've got, yeah, even more and more. We've just fallen back a little bit because I don't want to attract every single zombie at once. We want to try and keep the groups to no more than 5 or 6 on Chuck at any one time. So then if he does actually run out of breath, he's got a bit of space to fall back and take a break. Okay, well, there's that out of breath coming in. We've got zombies. We're going to make this one. We've got zombies coming in from the field. I mean, as I've said before, the noise of the fighting just seems to attract almost every single zombie in the cell. And there's just no way to just clear out a small little area and sneak around and loot. You have to take out every zombie as far as the eye could see. Okay, well, I don't know if we're pushing it a bit too much here, but we're still pushing forward, even though we've got that first level of exertion. We're out of breath. I think we'll just take a seat inside the ambulance for a bit, I think. Except that the ambulance is locked up. Let's see if we can get an easy kill here. Okay, well, I guess we're just taking a seat on the ground just for a few minutes. Oh wow, there is still a big group of zombies. It looks like we're going to be sleeping in the cab of the truck tonight. Yeah, we're fortunate that this main road, at least this stretch of it, is completely deserted. Okay, well, it's been about an hour. We've taken a sleeping pill because we were really tired out. We haven't had a single zombie come and say hi. I feel that we're going to get woken up in the middle of the night. But let's see what happens. Oh, well, what happens is we didn't get much sleep at all. I mean, again, Chuck is at breaking point. He's absolutely covered in blood, so it's not a surprise. And he's a bit weepy. Again, he's not in a good way. He just wants to retire and be a farmer now, I think. What are we putting him through? Can we take another sleeping pill? I'm not sure. Okay, well, I decided not to take another sleeping pill. I don't want to risk overdosing. I don't know if that is a thing with sleeping pills, or I'd rather not find out either way. So we just sat in the cab, just chilling until it's light enough. That's probably going to make us really tired about 2 or 3 in the afternoon. And we're definitely going to have an antidepressant for breakfast. I think poor old Chuck is absolutely miserable. But let's get ready to finish clearing out the area. And you know what? There were so many zombies. We're going full on battle gear. We're getting the knee pads, the elbow pads. We're ready for war. Okay, well, we're back. It is still only 6 in the morning. Look at this absolute scene of destruction. I got a feeling it's going to take all day to crack this nut, and I really hope that the amount of effort we put in is going to be worth it. Yeah, well, where did that big group of zombies go? That's what I'd like to know. I guess that is the farmhouse there. Maybe this won't take so long after all. Where do these zombies just keep coming from? You think you've cleared a certain zone, a certain area, and you've just got to think about what's up ahead, and then all of a sudden you turn around and there's another couple of zombies coming from all sorts of directions. We're going to have to make really good use of that foot stomp. We're going to do this in a decent amount of time, and I don't want to spend another whole day here just clearing it out. Oof. Oh wow, okay. We nearly blundered into a massive group now. Let's fall back. Here we've got 8 or 9 zombies inbound. Do not be alarmed. They're all quite spread out. So let's hope that we can take them out quickly, and of course right on cue the zombies break through that garage door and the group gets bigger. Yeah, well, I've only just realised that that alarm is actually mine. Okay, phew, man. We've probably still got 5 or 6 just up ahead. I'm just eager to get the job done though, so let's keep pushing on forwards. Well, at this rate, we're not even going to be able to drive down this road because there's so many corpses in the way. Okay. Okay. I got a feeling that's not going to be the last one though. Yeah. There's always another zombie, or 2 or 3 or 4. Certainly today. And this does not bode well for the Irvington Gun Club, that is for sure. Well, we just can't get a moment's rest. They just keep coming. Fortunately, they're coming in 1s and 2s. So we were able to take them down, but they are going to slowly take Chuck's energy, his level of fitness. He's just going to get more and more tired, which is going to take more and more hits. So again, I think he might have to fall back. Okay, yeah, we definitely need to fall back. We are now high exertion, can barely jog or swing a weapon, but fortunately the way ahead should be clear, should be pretty straightforward to fall back, and still at the moment at least we can still walk faster than zombies. But man, look at that, it's 9 o'clock in the morning and Chuck is drowsy. He could do with a lie down. I guess he really did get a really bad night's sleep last night in that cab. Man, this is a lot harder than I was expecting. Okay, well, we've been fortunate not come across a single zombie, but I think we're gonna have to just sleep the rest of the morning, just sleep for 2 or 3 hours before fully recover and rest and wake up a little bit, and then yeah, really hopefully then we can finish the job. But man, what a job this is proving to be. Well, I really did not expect this to take anywhere near this long. I envisaged being on the road to the gun club by this sort of time, and that we would have just slept quite nicely in the farmhouse that's up ahead, and we barely even laid eyes on the farmhouse. And just look at the amount of zombies we'd had to take down, and we've done it in 24 hours as well, is even more extraordinary. Okay, that's the tents. When I guess they're just farm workers' tents, but who knows what is going to be in there. I hope it's more than work boots and dungarees, that is for sure. Until, well, before we can start looting, we've still got a lot of work to do. When I said we still got a lot of work to do, I was envisaging just 4 or 5 zombies at tops, and they just totally poured out one of those tents there. The amount of zombies here is just insane. Okay, we've had to fall back a hell of a long way, and Chuck is seriously panicked, which is a bit of a surprise because he's survived now for 9 weeks, 2 months and 1 week, and he's killed, well, probably now about 2,100 zombies. He's probably had to kill over 100 zombies on this little loot run. Really unexpected. And that's another weapon broken. We're running out of weapons now as well. We've run out of water. Let's hope we don't have to put too much more work in before we can actually get into that farmhouse and take a well-deserved break. Oh no! Oh no! Oh my god, that was so close. Oh my god, that was so close. That zombie literally... Oh wow, okay. Well, that is another weapon gone. That zombie came out of absolutely nowhere. I have been thinking we need to be really careful of those trees. They do obscure what you can see around you. Oh, this is just crazy. So many zombies. This is normal population, I hasten to add. We might have to go back to the animal bone. Yeah, well, we did bring spare weapons, but this was with Irvington in mind. We've already used up 3 weapons. We've already eaten about half of our food, and we've already been going at it for 24 hours with apart from a few hours sleep. Look at this. Insane. I mean, this is a farmhouse in the middle of nowhere. It kind of really is. Okay, well, it might actually be worth just checking out. Ooh, what is that? That is interesting. It might be worth checking out here, see if we can find any useful weapons. Smithing hammer. Oof. Hopefully one day we can make use of that. I mean, I like the idea of blacksmithing. I don't like the idea of trying to spend ages to craft all the little bits and pieces and tools that we're going to need. Oof. Club hammer. Ooh, what is this? Wow. Okay. That is, maybe this trip will be worth it after all. Well, that's 3 knockdowns in a row. Let's hope this animal bone lasts a bit longer than the last one. Okay, we've got 6 zombies, and of course, yep, that is the time where we start to again get out of breath. We need to get some water, so we can't really be fighting for much longer. Ooh, what have they got on? Hey, well, again, we're just going to have to fall back just a little bit, just over here maybe, and get a bit of a break. Again, I'm sure the noise of the fighting will just, alert every single zombie within earshot. We could just get a few quick kills here, that would be really appreciated. I don't know how many zombies there are. Beautiful. Behind the house. Okay, well, we are so close now. We're also so close to getting out of breath. We're also so close to running out, well, just dying of thirst. Well, maybe that's maybe a little bit dramatic. Okay, can we finally get in and get a break? Oh yeah, I totally forgot. We got a new thing. We got the propane lamp. I wanted to try it because it gives light all the way around you, rather than just behind. And yeah, right now that appeals to me. Okay, let's grab some water. Okay, good. This is a bit of a risk. Oh, how many did we just run into? Yeah, about 7 or 8. Okay, let's turn that propane lamp off. That was a nice little touch. I love that. Would have preferred to select the flashlight though. Oh, that was a welcome quick kill. Again, we're out of breath, and again, we're drowsy already. This has been absolute marathon. Oh, look how many more there are behind this place. This is just insane. If we want to be sleeping here tonight, and we want to be sleeping safely, we've got to take those zombies out. We've got no choice. Okay, we're just going to have to take a break. We're just going to basically cower in the corner. Going to sit on the ground, recovering some endurance, and I think we're going to chow down. What have we got? On some coffee. Let's finish that off. That'll keep the tiredness, the drowsiness at bay. Okay, with bone in hand, Chuck's had a good break. He's sat on the floor. He's had some coffee. He's eaten more food. We're slowly running out really quickly. Maybe now we can finish the job. Well, of course, they've all moved closer to the house, which means some of them have got inside. It's going to be difficult and dangerous to clear them out and find them in the dark. An intriguing looking 2-story barn. Man, there really are a lot of buildings here. We could find some really rare, unusual things. And we got another big barn just beyond it as well. This really is a big farm. Okay, well, the far back area is kind of clear. Again, we're out of breath. Oh my god, it's getting really dark. I don't know how many more zombies are going to have to kill. Oh my god, there's so many. There's at least one inside the house. We haven't really properly searched the tent area. There's the medical area that really caught my eye. Okay, well, it's going to be a bit of a risk. Oh, that was nice and easy. It's going to be a bit of a risk to sleep in this house. I don't know. I'm not really sure if we should. We had such a bad night's sleep. Yet the last night in the cab of the car. But at least we didn't get eaten in our sleep, I suppose. The worry is, I mean, I think this house is now clear, but the worry is there's a group of 7 or 8 zombies just to the north. Who knows what they're going to be doing while Chuck is asleep. But when you see things like this, and we picked up a circular saw, there's a massive flat stone as well. Beautiful, perfect, exactly what we need. Just makes you, it just pushes you, it just keeps going. It makes you want to keep going. You think, yeah, I'm definitely going to find something. Just clear this floor, make it sure it's safe. I think if we sleep in this room on the north side, or south side even, I think we're going to be okay. It does feel like a risk. Okay, I think we definitely need to stay on the south side, from as far enough away as possible. Let's shut the curtains and hope that we don't get disturbed in the night. Okay, well, we made it through the night. It was an eerie experiencing, listening to the rats squeak and scurry around, waiting for that knocking. But the knocking did not come. And speaking of knocking, let's go and knock some skulls in. Yeah, well, poor Chuck had to sleep last night in his clothes because he needed to be ready to roll at a moment's notice. So he's already really uncomfortable, and he's barely just started the day. And that group of zombies, they did come closer to the house, but not by much. Let's finish this job. Okay, well, just when you begin to think, begin to hope even, that the job is done and we can finally get to looting, there's another group of zombies just comes into view. And another group is completely obliterated. Now, come on. That's got to be it, right? That's got to be it. I don't think we need to go beyond that tree line. Wow, there's clearly some sort of orchard was there for a while. I think we might have actually done it. I think once we've taken out this one zombie, I think we can finally go back to the van. We'll drive right on in, claim this as ours, and loot the hell out of the place. Okay, well, they made it nice and easy for us. Did see the zombie off in the distance. There we are. There's the foot of vengeance. Chuck is feeling vengeful. Let's do a circuit, make sure it's clear. Man, this place is massive. This is one big farm. No wonder there were so many zombies here. We've just got a few stragglers to take care of now. There's a couple inside these huge barns. And there are some storage areas at the end. So we're really hopeful of finding some interesting and unique loot. Flat. I think that's got to be it. That's got to be it now. Okay, well, I think I can finally declare this place conquered. It is now ours. It is now time to walk all the way back to the van, bring it right on in, get a few loot bags, and hopefully fill them up. Let's loot this place. And we're going to start with this ambulance. What is... Oh, okay, gurney. Yeah, that is a stretcher, isn't it? Well, let's grab this. Let's grab this secondary. And we'll fill it up with a few of the other items as well. Awesome start. But we're in. We're here. Not a single zombie as we were driving in. I think that tells us everything we need to know as to whether this place is safe. Now, we've already got some really interesting loot already. We've got this circular saw blade. We got this angle-headed flashlight. We got forceps, this fleshing tool, smithing hammer, and a little bit of yarn, a stethoscope, pen light. Really interesting. Okay, well, this is another interesting item. Look at this large, smooth, flat stone. It weighs 10. We're gonna grab it. It's, yeah, we're a little bit vulnerable here. We're really overweight. We need to get this in the van straight away. That's the start. The ambulance is looted. The garages are looted. There's still about 6 or 7 outhouses and barns. There's a lot of potential here. Okay, well, that's that heavy, large, smooth, flat stone dropped off in the back of the truck. As we got a trauma bag, it makes sense to start with the medical tent. Okay, what have we got here? We've got some antidepressants on the floor. So I guess this is if there's a workplace accident, shall we say. Let's just take all of that. I was kind of hoping for more, I was kind of hoping, expecting for more. But it's more valuable medical gear. Okay, well, what are we going to find in this place? Because this is a lot of containers. Can't really expect any sort of guns or ammo. I mean, this is all farmer's gear. But maybe we can find a few bits of clothing. Wow, what is that? A small protective case, and it's got, looks like a first aid skill book and a few more medical items. Okay, well, nothing earth shattering in that place. Bit of chewing tobacco, some more clothes, but the bag is full. So let's grab another one, an empty one. Oh well, intriguingly, we are finding some military gear, but nothing in the way of guns or ammo. It's been really surprising how difficult it has been. Ooh, that looks interesting. To come across guns and ammo, really. I would have expected to have found a lot more by now. Okay, well, that's the little tool shed searched. Ooh, that is, I guess, is that just for show? Can we not interact with that? It's just for show. Okay, well, let's grab a small handle. What are we going to find upstairs? Ooh. Okay, I've got a feeling we're going to find, yeah, a lot of planks. Ooh. Take those. Okay, well, that bag is full already, but these long sticks are useful in a lot of crafting recipes, I think. Wood splinters, absolutely no idea. Okay, well, we searched nearly all of the tents and the tool sheds. We've just got the big barns at the back to go. Obviously, as you can see, we're just searching through the house now. Look at that. That is an interesting weapon. We could definitely make use of that. We're finding a lot of interesting gear, a bit of everything. It really is. Are we going to find any decent books? We're not. We're not going to find any books at all. Okay, well, let's check out the rest of the house. We're finding lots of useful gear. We really are. Well, try not to get too excited, but I think knitting needles and a yarn, that does mean we could actually, did learn some knitting recipes, so I think we could actually make some basic sort of knitting stuff like a beanie or a scarf. A scarf would actually be really useful in giving us some very valuable neck protection. I think I might just take a moment to just have a proper wash. Okay, well, we found a stray zombie. So there's an opportunity to try this medium handle with tin can, and that kind of went okay, didn't it? The condition is already gone down. Yeah, the damage is low. I can't think it's going to last very long at all. But if it kills a couple of zombies, definitely would have got some worth out of it. Okay, well, look at this. This is exactly the kind of thing that I was really hoping for. Really unique loot that we could make, but not very easily. Look at that. Our first bellows. I don't know if that one gets us another step closer to forging a sword. Okay, well, we're nearly there now. We've just got these two big barns to search. We've got a lot of broken gates here, almost like the animals broke out and escaped. God knows what happened to them. We do have some interesting options here. We've got hay, we've got grass cuttings, we've got animal feed, we've got a few broken pipes. I mean, it's actually really dark at the back here. I think we're gonna have to get some sort of light source. It doesn't. So we've got the propane lantern again. It actually doesn't really light as much behind as I thought. I suppose that's enough to protect you. That's enough to be the difference between life and death. So I think, yeah, definitely when we're up against it, we're in a big area, room or something, a building, we definitely want this propane lantern. It lights a lot more for us. Okay, we're finding a lot of seeds on the floor. An interesting one. Where did it go? Hops. Hops. Does that mean we might be able to brew our own beer at some point? That would be cool. Okay, this is the last place. It's quiet. Again, there's lots of broken down gates. They're a nice source of weapons, actually. We'll grab these doorknobs and door hinges. Let's get to the back and check the storage, but this is the last location and then we are done with this place. Okay, there's actually no back storage at all. We'll grab these. Let's just grab all of that. There's quite a lot of animal feed here, but we do have quite a lot of that already. Let's grab one. That's about as much as we can carry. Well, that is it. That is it. We're quite encumbered now, so yeah, it's time for a zombie to appear out of nowhere. No, we're good. We're good. Okay, well, we've looted this place. We knew it was big, but it wasn't. It was a lot bigger than I was expecting, and there were a lot more zombies than I was expecting as well. But we did it. We beat this place. We conquered it. It is quite an interesting place. We've got some interesting loot, and it makes me wonder, maybe if you want to get into proper long-term crafting of gear for that long-term survival, that this sort of location is the place to go. This is the sort of location you need to find for that valuable, unique equipment that you might need to be able to craft how you want and what you want when you want it. Getting on the back roads, looking for these farms, these secluded farm locations could be the way to go. It's a bit late to go back on the road now, so we're going to stay here, but also that is the end of the episode. I was expecting this to be a real quick smash and grab. I was expecting us to have got to the Irvington gun range by now and maybe even taken that over, but boy, this was a tough nut to crack. There was a lot more to do, but it has been a really successful loot run, and we're not going to move on to the gun range from here. We're going to have to go back home. It's not too far away, just about a 3-hour drive, because our trailer is almost full. It's a lot of loot we're walking away here with, but for now that's going to have to be all. We're going to spend the night in this farmhouse. It's safe. I mean, Christ, we've killed every zombie for miles around, hopefully, and I hope you guys are enjoying this series. Next up, after a quick pit stop back at base to unload, we'll be going straight, and there's dark, straight to the Irvington gun store. But for now, that is all. Peace.